Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Royal Sussex Live. Okay, hello, Nubian Queen, Veronica Quick, Melissa Jackson, Kay Costello, Sherry Ware, Lorna Williams, Raven, 299, Miss Libby Hemmings, Gwendolyn Daniels, Sherry Ware. Sherry wants to say hi to a few people. Connie Bomer, Elaine Parker, Lucy Wynn, Church Nelly. I think I said Lorna already. Carolyn Tubbs, Rose Roberts, Eris Woods, Kate Costello. Yeah, I said that. Maria Jacobs, Mary Hiker, and Church Nelly, Hawkwin Pickin, Mary H, Sylvia Fielder. Hello. Carmen Bennett, Sonia H. Okay, Bright Eyes, PB&J, and Orlando Morris. I think I got everybody right. Anthony Greens wants to say hi to a few people. Let's help out. Lynn, Diana Ware, Audrey Davis. And I did get your message, Sherry Ware. Thank you. Emerald Derrick, Lydia Washington. And Lydia wants to say hi. Okay. Rosa Roberts and Kenitha Ash, Angela Thomas. Okay. Think I'm going back all the way. Akua Bonton, Francilia Mosley, Mercedes Todd, Honesty Lover. Can you ask for anything else? Marianne Morris, Gwendolyn Daniels, Emma D. Okay, let's get to it. So, well, Twitter is alive with the sound of hypocrisy, with the sound of, oh, I guess, lies. Well, and of course, I'm speaking of the royal family lied, which is still trending. That is something that they're going to have a difficult time trying to live that down because the mainstream media has picked up on it. Um, well, somewhat the mainstream media. But anyway, it is trending. I saw like maybe Entertainment Tonight. Of course, they didn't use the royal family lied, but they are talking about the fact that the Buckingham Palace has decided to shelve the report that was designed to condemn the Duchess of Sussex. So, and people have realized quite naturally that by them denying her a chance to clear her name, essentially there is this cloud over her head indefinitely. So, um, it well, what could I say? They um, they knew exactly what they were doing, and now, of course, the Duchess of Sussex is not likely to have her day in court, so to speak. So, um, I guess that is what it was designed to do. You know, when it had to do with other things in the family, they would handle it as a personal matter. But for this one, it was quite public. And I'm pretty sure that everyone knows that it was in anticipation of the Oprah Winfrey interview. And since the interview has come and gone, and more than a year later, now they have nothing to say. So it is a real shame. And of course, there's a lot of people that are, hi, Crystal J, that are very frustrated by that. Hi, Elaine Parker. J Law, did I say hi already? Yola B, hi. Yeah, people are very frustrated. I'm frustrated. And if that doesn't make matters worse, then of course we have this whole media blitz for William's birthday, or as young, well, actually, I can't really call him that young because Omid Scobie, even though he looks like he got to work on like a BMX dirt bike, he's actually 40 years old himself. Um, Although, if you put him next to the Duke of Cambridge, he looked like a teenager, uh, Omid, that is, could have fooled me. How Prince William's 40th was wasted taking pot shots at Harry. Well, that's exactly what happened. They have wasted his 40th birthday by going after the Duke of Sussex over and over again, all day today, of course, with this media blitz. Instead of just celebrating William's 40th birthday, all they could seem to do is talk about Prince Harry and his relationship with Harry. And then occasionally they'll throw some little anecdote in there like, oh, he has the potential to modernize the royal family. I don't look at William and see modernity, not at all. So, let's see. There is a super chat from Sean. Excuse me. Did you see the picture of Camilla and the higher up from the Daily Fail giving him a peck on the cheek? Yeah, I did see that photo, and the quality was kind of blurry, but how who knows how they managed to get that photo. Harry already can't stand her, and now he has to be vengeful. Well, let me show you who Sean is speaking of. Okay, where is he? Lord Nappyhead, which this is a much younger picture of Lord Nappyhead, um, was actually embracing and even got a little peck on the cheek from Camilla. Uh, of course, Lord Nappyhead is the owner of the Daily Fail. He's the one who had to pay out the money to our Duchess when she won that lawsuit. So, yes, I did see that. And it is quite jarring to know that with all the dark forces that the Sussexes are up against, people who tend to benefit from this very powder puff coverage of the tabloids seem to be in bed with them. So, is it any wonder that you would see the Lord Nappyhead? I think his name is Ruthermort or whatever his name is, his real name, but Lord Nappyhead, as I refer to him, the retired S curl model. It is not unusual to see him at events and the royal family embrace him. And you would think, wow, this is a newspaper guy, but he's also one of them. I mean, he is a blue blood. And even though it seems like his blue blood has been matched with a little chocolate blood, um, yeah, he seems to be biracial himself, but I'm not gonna go. Well, yes, I am. He looks biracial to me. He looks biracial. I'm sorry for him because it's probably not the desired effect, but he looks biracial to me. Okay, let me see what you guys are saying. Thank you for the super chat, by the way, Sean, and happy Tuesday to you. And thank you ever so much for watching Royal Sussex. So, Emerald Derek says there was no investigation, so there is no truth, all lies. How can you investigate someone and not talk to the accused? Exactly, and that has been one of the big talking points from the squad the past couple days is the fact that you launch an investigation. Number one, why are you telling the world that you're investigating? And number two, why wouldn't you speak to the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, considering the Duchess of Sussex is considered the bully in this instance? She's been dubbed a bully, or she's been alleged to have been a bully by Kensington Palace or whatever unseen hand. Um, so, if that's the case, why would you have an investigation without even talking to the people who supposedly were bullied? People who later on asked, please don't use my name in this investigation. They don't want to have anything to do with it. So, the whole thing just smacks of a conspiracy to um, ruin the Duchess of Sussex, to somehow besmirch her name, ruin her credibility, to brand her as the angry black woman who just cannot be trusted, narcissist, and all those things. Everything that I would associate with Prince William and of course the very robotic jazz hand Duchess of Cambridge. All of those things that I would associate with the two of them is what the Duchess of Sussex has been accused of. So go figure. Okay. Let's see. Mascara says, or it was Willie and the mean girl, vine crawling Kate, who I'm sorry, would be all over the that report. Kensington Palace prints are everywhere. Yes, their fingerprint seems to be all over this report. It is alleged that there was an association between um, the uh, Jason Knopf, who actually went to school with none other than the calls are coming from inside the family. The calls are coming from inside the house. Jason Knopf, at some point in his educational pursuits, went to school with Dan Wooten. They're old school chums, not to mention some other things that they have in common. Um, who knows? At some point, they may have possibly have dated the same people. Who knows? But my point is, they have more in common than you can shake a stick at, and for that reason, people assume that they may be very, very close, close enough that one needs only pick up the phone, and next thing you know, you'll find that they may possibly, allegedly, have had conversations regarding the Sussexes, the Cambridges, and so many other issues. I mean, it just makes sense. And without having a day in court, there's no way to expose these lies and conspiracies. Remember, it was Dan Wooten who said, "It's so much easier to blame anything uncomfortable on racism rather than address the fact that the negativity towards them is coming from within the royal family." So, um, there you have it. Uh, that didn't just come out of nowhere. Dan Wooten talks too much sometimes. And when he does that, he tends to say more than what he should have, more than necessary. And in this situation, I insist that he pretty much spilled the beans. He told on himself and others. Like it says, Dan Wooten launches a tirade against the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. So, what are the chances that there has never been a discussion between Dan Wooten and, of course, Jason Knopf? I can't say that I was there. I can't say that I've seen or heard anything firsthand. But I'm just saying to you, what are the chances that there has been no conversation between either party where the Sussexes are concerned? Joyce Voss says, "Why? What is that? What they have done with this last non-report of bullying is make Meghan is more of an icon, is to make her more of an icon. Let me see. They are protecting themselves, and Meghan never bullied Jason Knopf is all you need to say." Joyce Voss, I agree with you. Again, if it looks like a duck, if it quacks like a duck, then it's probably much easier to blame anything uncomfortable on Dan Wooten. So, and of course, let us not forget Jason Knopf. It's just there seems that there may have been a conflict of interest having Jason Knopf in a senior role with the royal family, or in this case, Kensington Palace, and then to have his, I guess, school chum Dan Wooten in the position that he's in. I mean, if they never spoke to one another about that family, fine. But I just can't believe that that didn't happen. I can't prove it. As I'm saying, it's alleged, But I mean, like the whole thing about the Sussexes leaving the island of Narnia. Before the Sussexes left, if I recall, didn't Dan Wooten take credit for the fact that he was able to expose the Sussexes before the plane could even take off? I believe he had gave them a countdown to either about it themselves, or if you don't, you'll just have to watch me bring it up first. And so when Harry and the Duchess of Sussex, when Prince Harry and Meghan um, told the world that they were stepping back, they weren't ready to do that. They were still in negotiation. And then the ultimate cruelty is to try to convince the world that Prince Harry blindsided his grandmother. Big blaring headlines. Oh, they didn't even tell the Queen, and uh, it was like just as a matter of fact. Let me show you this. I'll show you this very fast if I can bring it up. There it is right there. Now, I can't tell you how valid this is because I'm not 100% sure, but it says there Jason Knopf is also close friends with Dan Wooten of the Sun tabloid. Dan Wooten outed himself as having tried to blackmail Harry and Meghan. All of this is alleged because I don't know it firsthand, and I don't recall him ever saying that. But it has been alleged, so I'll just throw that in there. How I really broke the news of, I don't use that M word, about them leaving, and gave Harry and Meghan 10 days warning to handle the situation before we published it in the Sun. Plus my wait a minute. Plus my view on why the success here. God, when he says it, it seems like he's gonna just like dislocate his jaw. The Sussexes are becoming professional victims. Thank you, Press Gazette. Now, I don't know that to be firsthand. This was something that was shared on the Twitter. I could not find it to verify it, but if you recognize that tweet, then perhaps it is true. But you have to be very careful about these because sometimes these are contrived, and this would have been from some time ago, and I just couldn't find that actual tweet to verify it myself. But this is what has been alleged. So I thought I would share it with all the necessary cautions. Thank you so much, Gil S., for the super sticker. And thank you so much for watching Royal Sussex. So, Sister wants to say hi to a few people, and I am going to take a little scroll here. Chef Sandy Love, thank you for the super sticker, and thank you ever so much for watching Royal Sussex. And happy Tuesday to you. Okay, let me go all the way down to the very last. Oh, Elaine Parker, I just saw that. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you for being a member, and thank you for watching Royal Sussex. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm all the way down at the bottom now. Dorothy Ross says, who would give up the brilliant life that they have to return to help out people who have been so nasty to them? Well, they need that narrative, Dorothy. They need that narrative to make the people of Narnia believe that they're missing out on something when the truth is the Sussexes are quite at home. I mean, you would have to eat a lot of crow to want to be a part of that family again, having left after being humiliated, publicly humiliated again and again. So, yeah, it would take it would take a particular person to embrace that life and deal with the nastiness that comes from that family. And Harry never wanted it. And the Duchess of Sussex, well, she tried her level best to serve Queen and country, but they didn't want what she had to offer. So it is more important that not only do you survive, but that you thrive as well. Remember that. It's not enough to survive, you have to thrive. So I believe that was our Duchess's words. And Charlotte says, chez nous en France, um, on laisse appelle des moins que rien, car William, parlez-vous français? And there are a bunch of colonists and, let's see, white supremacists. And yes, and I'm frustrated too, Charlotte. Mademoiselle, I am equally frustrated with those imbeciles. Um, and thank you so much for your comments. Merci beaucoup. Let me see. Yes, William does look like wait a minute, William, Meghan. Yeah, William does look like he would commit a hatchet attack on Americans. I agree with that. Yeah. I, excuse me. Let me drink something here. But Duncan Shane, thank you so much. Merci. Uh-huh. So, and then Yola B says, Dad will see his world come crumbling down when the royal family falls from grace and have to go into exile, possibly. He will not have a career at all. Yola B, if only that would happen, but not likely, not the exile part. But let me tell you guys something. There is an economic crisis going on in the United Kingdom right now, and during times of hunger and thirst, that brings out the worst of people. So let's see what happens with this rail strike and such, and see if they're still so popular. The worst person to I guess, try to sort things out for the nation would be William. The second worst would be is obviously Charles. You know, there was a time when we thought Charles would be the worst possible person for the future of the royal family, but it increasingly appears that William is actually the absolute worst. So, um, huh, okay. Oh, oh, hold on, you guys. I got a Amazon package at the door. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. Okay, I'm back. Oh man, as much as I love the squad, I mean, as soon as I know that Amazon has been by, all of a sudden I jump up like somebody put on a Motown record. I know I got a package and I refuse to let it go. I love you guys, but when the Amazon man or lady comes to knocking, I got to go. Oh man. Okay, Audrey Teschner, thank you so much for the super sticker, and thank you so much for watching Royal Sussex. And happy Tuesday to you. But yeah, so anyway, I got my Amazon package. Uh, let's see here. Oh, that was for someone else. Okay, let me scroll back. I think I may have missed a couple of things because I just got an Amazon package. Okay. William is getting off scot free from all the things he's doing to Harry and Meghan and Mean Kate and Jason Knopf. Well, Rosa Roberts, it appears that if there has been some violations or transgressions from those rotten, nasty, evil individuals, I won't even throw alleged into that part. But if that is the case, uh, did I just unpack my adjectives? Um, yeah, even though I seem to be in the best of moods, I am really sick of them. Do you hear me? Sick! I'm sick of them. All of them. The whole lot of them. I'm just sick of them. They make me sick. Baron, thank goodness you got your Amazon package. I hate to miss my deliveries. Oh, Francilia Mosley, I tell you, it's stressful, isn't it? Especially like when you're on your way home or you just sat down to dinner, and then all of a sudden you get that alert, and it's just like, what? What? There's a package. Uh, okay, let me see. Carrie Ann Beckford says Jason and Dan are the worst. Let me say it like Betty Davis. Jason and Dan, they are the worst people. Okay, the royal family needs to do something about the slimy British press. It's just going to get worse for everyone. No one is immune, and they all need to watch their backs. Ooh, Carrie Ann, I hear the disdain in your voice. But you're right though, because you know what? What one has done to a certain couple that we love so much, they'll probably do it to each other just because they have that in common that they may have possibly allegedly plotted against the Sussexes. They'd probably do each other in just as easily, as they say, thick as thieves. Well, sometimes when people are in a, for lack of a better word, conspiracy, if that is the case, then they end up turning on each other. You know how that goes. There's no honor among thieves. Alita Portras, thank you so much for the super sticker. And thank you for watching Royal Sussex. And happy Tuesday to you. I really appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Okay. Oh, do I still have this picture up here? I am so sorry. You had to look at that rubber mouthed photo of his. Let me take that away. I just realized that that was still there. I was distracted because I just got a package from Amazon. I laugh at Charles. He is a snake in waiting for the crown. All those years waiting, and when you get at 75, darn fool. Okay. Let me I got there we go. Yeah, let me put these up. I almost forgot. 30 minutes and I haven't put one single slide up. Okay. So, I have my slides. Let me open up another window so I can see what you guys are seeing. And there we go. Okay, you may have just heard an echo. That's my other window opening. Isn't it bliss? Are we a pair? Me here on the ground, you in midair. Okay, thank you, Teresa. I'm sorry, Therese, for the super sticker. Thank you so much for watching Royal Sussex. Happy Tuesday to you. But where are I'm in a good mood. Where are the clowns? There ought to be clowns. Well, maybe they're here. Oh, man. Yeah. Do you hear the air of sarcasm and disdain in my voice? I am sick of those people, though. So let me get here. All right. Wow, the comments are coming fast. And you guys, if I need to go and do that thing because of trolls, let me know and I will definitely switch over and do that. So Just let me know in case they decide to invade our space. So, however, what is clear is that the palace decision this week means they have permanently barred Meghan from the chance to exonerate herself. Instead, the shadows of these claims will now follow her into perpetuity. I bet y'all thought I wasn't going to get that word, didn't you? Perpetuity. Um, I can say perpetuity. As a matter of fact, I have to admit though, now that I'm over 50, I don't know if I can still reach my perpetuity. I don't know if I can reach my perpetuity. Okay, never mind. You guys don't get it. Never mind. Anyway, you have to ask yourself uh here. How did the news of Buckingham Palace suppressing this? Get what I mean? Perpetuity. Now that I'm over, I don't know if I could. Okay, and of course, I have to warn you guys. As you get older, just like a box of cereal, you know how they say on a box of cereal that some of the product may have shifted upon during transport, but the weight and volume is still the same. It's the same with your perpetuity. It may shift a bit, but believe me, the perpetuity is still there. Okay, now that I have turned this entire live stream weird, let us get on, shall we? Okay, you also have to ask yourself here, how did the news of Buckingham Palace suppressing this report find its way into the news? It is one thing for the royal powers that be to make the call that it should be kept concealed. It is another thing entirely for the decision to end up on the front page of the Sunday Times. That is another thing. How does it end up on the front page of the Sunday Times? That was me doing my Perry Mason. You know, like a lawyer, when you're prosecuting a case, you have to get a little dramatic. But how did it end up on the front page of the Sunday Times? Serendipity? I don't think so. Let me see. That's another thing that I may not be able to reach, my serendipity. I'm so sorry, y'all. This is very serious. This is very serious stuff. And I seem to be preoccupied with my serendipity. And what was the other word? Perpetuity. What am I, 12? Okay, I'm sorry, you guys. I'm going to get very serious. Okay, I'm going to drink a little water and then we're going to get back into this. Okay. Anyway, very happy Father's Day. Very happy Father's Day. Prince William laughs with his three children in photo released by Kensington Palace just days before he turns 40. I thought he was 50. But let's take a look at what Omid Scobie has to say. Omid? Prince William plans to phase out the never complain, never explain mantra. Good. But starting with leaked gossip about family fractures, he has criticized Harry for sharing probably isn't the best way of going about it. My latest, well, anyway, if you go to Omid Scobie on Yahoo News, you'll find that he has some things to say about it. I will share just a bit of it with you if I can. All right. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, there it is right there. There it is right there. So Omid Scobie says, in the wild west of royal news coverage and commentary, you can guarantee one thing: birthdays ending in zero will probably be met with big splashy puff pieces detailing the achievement, attributes, and sartorial successes of the family members in question. It's a rare moment where scandals get the day off, and it's if the royal is lucky enough, they may even get a glossy newspaper photo supplement to boot too. The turn of the Prince William's 40th, which he celebrates today privately with his wife and children at home, I'm told, has been no different. It not only becomes at a seminal moment in the Windsor story, but also at a time when his senior role is more important to the firm than ever before. Well, let me show you a little thing or two here. Uh, Omid Scobie, I won't say that he's actually gone rogue, but take a look at this: ninth in line to the throne and son of the sovereign. Every little chance Prince Andrew is given to try and rehabilitate his image is a step closer to further damage and shame for the institution of the monarchy. Well, that's also in his Yahoo News column. Omid Scobie has kind of thrown away the shackles. I mean, not completely. I mean, he's still a subject of the Queen. They're not citizens, they are subjects, but he is still a subject of the Queen, and he still lives in Narnia. That is his home. So believe me, there's only so far anybody in that country can go and obviously still earn a living. However, since he has been writing for Yahoo, there's a decidedly more, I don't know, poisonous pen type of writing that he's using. But it's all very innocuous. It's not so bad. But I'm just saying he's expressing himself more freely. He's not exactly Addison DeWitt on All About Eve, but he is expressing himself more freely. He's calling into questions things that I'm actually very surprised about, like this thing with William pointing out the fact that he's getting treated with kid gloves on his birthday, whereas he is spending too much of his time, uh, or should I say, not spending so much of his time, spending so much of other people's time, encourage them to go and leak and also gossip about his brother. I mean, these things that are said to have been his words, they wouldn't have done that without his consent. Everybody knows that. His aides will go out to the tabloids and to the so called press and leak certain information, as they have done since, well, for quite some time. Of course, one of the best examples is the calls coming from inside the palace. So there you have it. Let me take a look at a couple of your comments. Oh, I'm sorry, that's for someone else. Oh, what's happening with Connie Balmer? Connie, are you okay? Connie, are you leaving? Are you traveling? What's going on with Connie? Okay, Connie says, guys, we have a very big, windy, stony storm here. Very loud. Very loud and very scary. Well, Connie Balmer, I just thought the weather was always pleasant in Switzerland, but I guess that's just the impression I get, because to me Switzerland is like a three-dimensional postcard, but I guess sometimes the weather can be rough there. So, yeah, please stay safe, and if you need to take cover or shelter, don't hesitate. One of the safest places to be during any type of windstorm is in the bathtub. I know this because I live in the Midwest. Sometimes we get wind that is so strong it will blow the smile right off your face. So, yeah, please stay safe, Connie Balmer, and we'll be praying for you. Speaking of blowing the smile off of somebody's face, Did you all ever see this photo? I still don't know what's wrong with his mouth, but probably the same thing that's wrong with that one. Okay. Okay, let me stop before I get started again. All right, so there we go. Uh, I love this photo. I want to say that this is probably, I mean, not probably, it's got to be something that has been photoshopped, right? That can't be a real photo. Shouldn't that say 70 or something like that? But instead, it seems to send a message to the ninth in line to the throne. And you know what? Now that I think about it, he probably is very angry. You know, when he when he was growing up, I bet you no one could have convinced him that he would be ninth in line to the throne behind an American child or, you know, dual citizenship perhaps, but ninth in line to a little girl of color. Now he's like been pushed down the pecking order so far. I bet you he just could not even conceive that he would be in place like this. But I'm pretty sure he probably thought he would be king one day. He's so arrogant. But let me see here. Uh, Twisted mouth comes from lying so much. Probably. Okay. Let me see. How can use tweets from news articles? How can let me see. Crack me up, love says how can use tweets from news article? Oh, I guess if you wanna tweet something from a news article, you could go to. They usually have a symbol there for the Twitter on any story or article or something like that. I think so. Okay. All right, so let's move on. Let's move on. All right, you guys. Next slide. So, as you guys know, there was a coin that was issued by the Royal Mint, and apparently they took some license with the coin. And you probably have seen this before. I was able to find the original coin to make sure that I could share that with the unsuspecting world just in time for William's birthday. Oh, you're welcome. I probably would have done it anyway. But that is the original coin on the right. The one on the left, that is the one that has been, for lack of a better word, airbrushed. But I wouldn't hear of it because I believe in truth in sentencing, truth in reconciliations, and truth in commemorative 40th birthday coin. So that is the actual coin. Um, so if you see that rather cartoonish Disney-esque looking coin on the left, remember that is not the real image. I mean, it has hair. Look at how much hair that coin has. Now that is incredible that they would just slap some hair on his head and pretend like there's nothing odd about that. Now, either that's lightly sauteed spinach or they have decided to just add a little hair on top of his head. Okay, Mary H says William hasn't accomplished anything. William has been asleep like Rip Van Winkle. Now he has a short time to make up for it, so he's slandering the Sussexes to make up for lost hair, lost time. Lost time. I'm sorry, I was looking at the coin when I said that. He's making up for lost time. Okay, Diane Hawkins says, ninth in line to not one half American of color, but two of them and their red-headed daddy recognized Andy and the just. Okay, Gwendolyn Lindsay says the royal family are burying the report into the bullying allegations about Meghan because they found out the real bullies are members of the royal family and they are trying to protect them as usual. Well, this has been something that's part of the institution for years. Everybody knows that that family has bullied so many staff people. Um, you guys, I'm telling you, um, there has been crimes. I'm not even going to say alleged, but there has been crimes perpetrated by members of that family and people close to that family for hundreds of years, not to mention within the last 100 years. And William Talon, also known as Backstairs Billy, he and his partner are said to have coerced young working class men from small towns around the UK who were so glad to go into service for the royal family. They had taken terrible advantage of these young men, and there there was never like anything officially done by that, and it was done under the protection of the Queen Mother. I'm telling you that there's many stories out there to be told, but I doubt if they'll ever see the light of day. I wish that the Crown would really take a deep dive into that. But you know what, you guys, we have to stop saying we hope this person or that person. All we have to count on is each other. All the only voice of opposition, or should I say, not even an organized voice, but just this spontaneous voice of opposition to the lies and hypocrisy is the Sussex Squad. Nobody else is taking them to task. Even the people in the Republican movement over in the UK, they don't really care about those things. Other, they just care about the family loses its power and authority. But some of the other details that we point out, some of the miscarriages of justice that we have declared, um, nobody else is doing that but the Sussex Squad. And our voices are powerful and they are being heard. And that's why I say we need to support the platforms. We need to support everyone, including Twitter, as well as Instagram, Facebook. We have to grow this community because otherwise, what they really want to do is to try to shut us down. I mean, look at the way my channel, I was in the middle of a live stream and then all of a sudden somebody pulled the plug on me. They declared that I had bullied and um, something. But yeah, they wanted to stop this, but they like I say, sorry haters, y'all missed. Derangers, y'all missed. After over 550 videos, I haven't changed anything. I'm just as sarcastic and quick-witted and everything else that I was from the first video to the last. So nothing has changed. I haven't done anything wrong. And just like the Sussexes have not put a foot wrong since they left Narnia. No matter what they say, no matter how much they try to convince people that the Sussexes have somehow overstepped the mark, they haven't done anything wrong. The Duchess of Sussex has represented herself as a lady, as a duchess, as a princess of the realm every step of the way. She hasn't used her name for commercial purposes. She hasn't used her title for commercial purposes. And the Duke of Sussex, he has not. He hasn't been like some ad salesperson. He hasn't been selling neckties or cologne or anything like that. The T-shirts all that stuff, the fear mongering and the lies that they told about the Sussexes as they left that island, none of that stuff has come to fruition. They have represented Queen and country with just as much poise and elegance, and of course, shall we say, dignity and respectability as anyone else in that family, or even more so, should I say. We barely have seen the Sussexes, and as for as much as we've seen Harry, we've seen the Duchess of Sussex even less. and they get more respect from the American media than they do from that trashy media from the tabloid press. That's why we call her Madam Duchess. The guy didn't know what to call her, and so he was like, Madam Duchess. I thought that was absolutely brilliant. Whereas that other woman who was from Australia or wherever she was from, she just yells out a question to them as though she doesn't know from being part of the Commonwealth how to address a prince or princess of the realm. So that's why we have to be vigilant. And as much as they like to think, I mean, they won't even say Sussex Squad, and that's fine. But long as we know who they're talking about, and long as our voices are being heard, they don't have to call us by name, but they have to recognize and respect us as being a factor every time they decide that they want to slander or humiliate the Sussexes. We have to respond in kind, or at the very least, call them out. And if it's something sarcastic, I'll respond. I'll respond in kind. But yeah, that's the way it's working out right now. So we're gonna be here. We're not going anywhere. And as long as the Sussexes need us, we'll be here. So that is my take on it. And for what is this about Chris Ship with a P, not a T? I remember Chris Ship said they would be hounded down by Paps when they left England because they weren't protected. They are all delusional. I think some of them actually believe the foolishness. Some of them really do, because this is uncharted territory. Everybody, well, not everybody, but there are some people in the royal rodents or the tabloid press that really believe that Harry couldn't make it, or that he stepped back and he was naive. That's the only life he knows. Well, you know, for someone inside of those institutions, you see the world through one prism. And for someone outside, someone who's a bootlicker on the outside of the institution, trying to get in or trying to bask in their glow, of course, all you could think is, "Ooh, if that was me, I would X, Y, Z." Well, it's not you. It's never going to be you. It is Harry, and it is the Duchess of Sussex, or anybody else in that family. But those people who are writing these nasty, gossipy stories about them and just flat out lying, they'll never be a part of the institution. They're going to be out on the outside, basking in their glow, hoping for crumbs from their table, but they'll never be a part of it. So when they say with so much authority, oh, that Harry is depressed, Harry is missing the point, Harry is homesick, they don't know anything. They only tell those lies for clickbait. And there may be a minority of them that actually believes that nonsense, although I find that hard to be true. But it's really just clickbait. It's fodder. They need to try to sell their papers to generate ad revenue on the social media and such, but it's not true. Harry has said for years that he was not happy there. He knows that the rest of his family are not happy there, but they are so conditioned to look down upon people that are looking up to them that they don't know any other life. They lack the imagination. They don't have enough intellectual curiosity to even find out if there's another world on the other side of that threshold. So let them stay in there and let them wither on the vine. Harry has moved on. He's happy. He's a homeowner. He's a homeowner. How many senior royals have actually stepped back from duty and been able to purchase property? Least of all in another country. You know, when Andrew purchased that chalet in Switzerland, he was trading on his hookups, those shady characters. That's how he got that. It wasn't hard earned money. None of it was. Harry actually earned money from his various deals that he has. But one thing is for sure, when you look at Harry with the Better Up people, having seen Harry in a conversation with one of the most powerful, innovative, um, inspirational people in the world, Oprah Winfrey, and he held his own. When he spoke to Oprah, he spoke to her as a peer, not as a subject of the queen, not as some person struggling to understand the moment. Harry spoke with authority. I was never more proud of Harry than I was the day that I saw him sitting there with Oprah Winfrey when they had that town hall. And he said, he told Oprah, he said, "Can we go back to something?" He said, "I just wanted to make sure that we covered that." And I was in awe. I mean, I got goosebumps. I got the chills. I was just like, you better preach, Harry. This is the one that they're trying to brand as slow or dumb or limited, when he's actually the sharpest, the brightest, and most intelligent uh, blood member of that family that I believe has ever been. He gets it. He gets it. He understands what real people are going through, but he doesn't try to pretend as though he's one of the people on the street. He knows he's not that person. He understands his privilege. He gets it. As a matter of fact, let me share this with you. Let me share this with you. I can't share the video, but I believe I'm okay with sharing the audio. And so I'll do that. And you guys tell me what you think. But you guys know I can just go on and on bragging about Harry because I love Harry. I think he's an awesome, incredible, inspiring person. And in spite of his upbringing, he okay, let me do this. It's right here. So I can't share the video for obvious reasons, but I can share the audio. But I'm always just so inspired by him, and I don't pretend otherwise. I am very much inspired by Prince Harry, and I think that given his circumstances of birth and the fact that he realizes that he is very privileged and that he can use his platform to help people rather than just a smile and a wave here and there. Um, I think that's incredible. So let me cue this up. There we go. So be prepared to.
As a prince, you're born at birth with a natural platform to be able to make a difference. Yeah, which a lot of people have to spend years and years and years getting to that point. So from that perspective, I'm very lucky to have a platform to be able to try and make change in the causes that mean a lot to me, but also to you guys. And I'm still in your generation, by the way. But at the same time, as I said, being born with a lot of privilege comes with a lot of responsibility. But I like to think that I'm going to have to spend the rest of my life earning the respect for that privilege and trying to make a difference for the rest of my life. New spin on it from the youth. As a prince, you're born at birth with a natural platform to be able to make a difference. Yeah, which a lot of people have to spend years and years and years getting to that point. So from that perspective, I'm very lucky to have a platform to be able to try and make change in the causes that mean a lot to me, but also to you guys. And I'm still in your generation, by the way. But at the same time, as I said, being born with a lot of privilege comes with a lot of responsibility. But I like to think that I'm going to have to spend the rest of my life earning the respect for that privilege and trying to make a difference for the rest of my life.
Okay, I mean, I let it go twice, but um, he gets it. He absolutely gets it. And that is why supporting him is a no-brainer. Supporting Harry is a no-brainer. He gets it. And he understands what real people are going through. He doesn't he has a lot of humility. He has a lot of humility, so much humility. And he's I I'm at a loss for words, but I'm very inspired right now. Harry always wanted to get out from under the Royal Rodent's thumb, and Meghan and a family was what he needed to finally leave, and he's very happy. Yeah, absolutely. You that was perfect, Francilia. You put it perfectly. Um, Diana, she's got to be very proud. I know that from another realm, another dimension, from heaven, she has to know how magnificent Harry has turned out. Um, Too bad about the other one, but he's great. Let me see. Crack me up, love. I think he's prepared himself for this a long ago. This man had his bags packed when his mom died. You can imagine people telling him not to grieve. That really bothers me. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But yeah, he's great. He's absolutely great, and he's married to an absolute powerhouse. Somebody who, measure for measure, is a perfect partner for him, and the children are going to be awesome. I mean, people excuse me, people when they see Archie, you could just tell that physically he's gonna grow up very much the image of his father, red hair and all, and he's gonna command a certain amount of presence. I'm just sure of that. He's gonna command a certain amount of presence that is also going to be equally humble, in that tradition of service to others, the same way that both the Sussexes were raised. And they're not going to fill his head with a bunch of privilege talk. He's going to know, um, by the time he's able to venture this world on his own. Both of those children are going to know what service means to others, and they're not going to take themselves so serious. I really believe that, and I think that, not even I think, I know Doria is going to be a very important part of that. So, um, Juliet, thank you so much. Let me see, Kata Kanya, thank you so much for that. And thank you for watching Royal Sussex, and happy Tuesday to you. Thank you for being here. So, let me see. Wow, we got 1,000 people. That's very nice for a Tuesday. Oh, let me go here. So let me go back to a little shady, shall I? Let me go back to a little shade. So right there, William catch it. Well, didn't I tell you all? I told you guys that William was out there on the street as part of a big rollout for his birthday. I just knew it. And what does he do? Prince spends his 40th catching up with veteran big bus issue vendor who took the royal under his wing for his stint selling magazines. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew that was going to happen. Just like with the letter to the widow of Brian Sicknick, just like that letter, all of this was part of a big, obvious, pathetic, ridiculous rollout to his birthday. I mean, God knows, I hope that selling those issues of the magazine will benefit someone, but I knew that this was all a bunch of hooey. Yep. Let me see. Dale Beef says, Baron, don't forget that firm because it's not a family. Exactly. I always tell people never approach that family as though they're a real family, because they're not. They're not. Anytime people plot against each other and speak to one another through the press, I mean, come on, that's not a real family. Charles is not a real brother to either of his brothers. He treats them like children. Let me see. Archie has Meghan's whole face, Harry's whole hair color, but imagine the intelligence and humbleness for another generation. Absolutely. Thank you for that, Cipher. Okay. But okay, let me take this. Hidden Beauty says, oh, that's for someone else. Okay, let me move on. Yeah, yeah, Carolyn Tubbs. How about that? You have to make an appointment to see your grandmother, only for them to say, Oh, her diary is full. Oh, it's gonna be full all week. Yeah, don't even try it. It's gonna be full all week. Let me see. Okay. And by the way, you guys, I mentioned the other day that one of my relatives, I don't even, um, I just want you to know he's okay. He's okay, but he had an issue with his heart. I mean, literally, they had to repair it, and he was probably 10 times more healthier than I am, and about 5 years my junior. But in spite of that, without any, I guess, warning, he suddenly became fatigued, having backaches, and could barely breathe. And that was his heart. So by the time he reached the emergency room, they told him that we're prepping you for surgery. As soon as we're prepped, you're going in. And 8 hours later, the damage has been repaired, and hopefully he can come home soon. But that was quite a shock. So that's why my schedule's kind of been all over the place, is because I had to make sure that his mom was able to get there to see him, because she's older herself, and I wanted to make sure that she could see him. So she's like, "Oh, but I want you to to get back to you." I'm like, "Don't worry about that." I said, "This is very important, so we'll take care of this," and that's what happened. So but anyway, the important thing is that he's on the mend, and the doctors are very, very optimistic and very pleased with their work, and the fact that he was in great physical condition in spite of everything. So listen to your heart. And if you have a relative that's in distress and having those flu-like symptoms out of nowhere, you need to investigate. You need to investigate, because we thought it was the pandemic, but it wasn't. It was something more. And so out of the blue, I hear that he's being prepped for surgery. So that was a close call. That was a very, very close call. So I'm only saying this because I know my demographics. The majority of us are at a certain range in age. And to be reminded about this, you can't, take these things for granted. So if you find yourself in a situation like that, you need to go and see that person and look them in the face and ask certain questions. Don't let them just dismiss these things as, "Oh, I'm feeling run down," and that kind of stuff. If someone is usually active and fit and everything like that, and they're over a certain age, you need to take action. So I'm just glad that it all worked out, and I think he's going to be just fine. So anyway, I didn't. I was just looking at a message from his mom, and she was saying that she's home and okay right now. So good. That's what I wanted to share with you guys. So um, yeah, remember to take care of yourself and one another, because it's very, very important. Let me see. Lydia Washington, who told you that, Baron? We are all teens, 20s, and early 30s. Actually, YouTube ratted you guys out. I get a chance to look at my demographics, and the majority of us on this channel are somewhere north of 50. And when I say north, I mean you can see the aurora borealis. That's how far north we are. We're so far north that our compass doesn't even work. Okay, that's how far north we are. Oh, thank you, Sherry Ware. I appreciate that. Yeah, some of you guys are so far north that there's nothing but long days and long nights. Oh man. So some of y'all are so far north, people in Toronto call you Yankees. That's how far north you are. Okay, one last one. Some of y'all are so far north, gravity doesn't even exist. Gravity is just a theory at this point. That's how far north you are. So, Lydia, why did you get me started? Anyway, so that's that. Let me see. Deanna C says, "Are there any millennials and Gen Zers here? I love boomers. They're awesome, but I'm trying to see something." Well, I do know that there are a few. I had someone say that they were like just around 18 once, and there's someone who's on here often. But yeah, so let me see. All right, all right. Anyway, baby boomers. Let's see here. So, like I said, I knew that this whole thing with William and that street paper thing was something to do with his birthday. And so, believe me, in 10 years, in 10 years, just as William was so excited about sleeping rough with a black man, he will find this guy again so that he can see him in 10 years, so that he can go on and 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 on about that day that he was out there wearing a Rolex watch and selling homeless people newspapers. So don't think that you've heard the last of it, because you haven't. This guy will probably find in the future that he's invited to William's coronation, and uh yeah, so this guy, in a way, it doesn't solve his problems with poverty and or homelessness or whatever, but the good thing for him is he's going to get tickets to every possible event that they can invite him to, just because he watched Williams back while he was wearing a Rolex and selling papers from homeless people. So there you have it. That's my prediction. But I told you guys this was going to happen, that they were going to roll this out for his birthday. And there he is. Oh, William spent his birthday with, oh, God, give me a break. Oh, this is so predictable. Okay, so from party prince to composed future king at 40, Prince William, who struggled to commit to Kate in their early courtship, has matured into a global statesman and doting father, dodo father. And as for statesman, William the statesman, William the guy who oh, well, you know what I'm gonna do, don't you? Y'all already know. The guy who had to tell his grandma that he lost half the Commonwealth, that William. Yes, that William. That's the statesman that he turned into. He has been able to offend not only the continent of Africa, but also he managed to offend the people of the Middle East and Asia. Now, that's a statesman. That just goes to show you what a force for change that he is. The fact that he was single handedly able to represent the royal family and offend, like, the the majority of the world's population, all in one breath. Yep, that's our William. Unhinged and cringed. Thank you, Church Nelly. Okay, so oh, and of course, he was able, I tell you, one thing that he's done that no one else probably could have done is he managed to snatch that little ne'er-do-well from the back of a black cab and turn her into a future queen consort. That he was able to do. From the back of a black cab and turn her into a future queen. Okay, so you guys heard that echo, right? Sorry about that. But yeah, that he was able to do was to snatch her from the jaws of the black cab and well, anyway, you know what I'm trying to say. So anyway, back to the lecture at hand. Let's get on with this. Okay. So there again is Prince William at 40 on the left. And then here on the right side, happy birthday, Lord Farquaad. The Duke of the R word. The Duke of the R word. And then here again is more of the puff pieces. But I want to share with you some of these comments from the comments of the Daily Fail. I'm really getting sick of the incessant Cambridge hype. It is unrelenting. What he needs to do, is keep his nose out of domestic and international politics. If he continues to opine, then give up his place in the secession and run for public office. Otherwise, shut up and take a page from your grandmother's book. So there's a lot of people that are not comfortable with this newly minted. Well, actually, there's nothing new about him, but composed Billy. Billy is known for being insufferable, grand, as a fiasco of the overseas trips demonstrated. You can add to the dull, hypocritical, out of touch, and genuinely boring, no fake PR exercise pretending to sell the big issue will ever make up for it. He might have had good luck to make up for that, but hasn't got that either. Can't wait for him to get the silly hat job, which of course is the crown. Let me see. Freeloader, I fixed it for you. Propaganda is unrelenting. Global statesman who writes this nonsense. And then there's another camera clicks on. William and Kate play the doting parents for the PR shots. Cameras click off. The army of nannies come in and take over doing the real work of raising the children. Now, this is from the comments of the fail. Nice try, Wills. Wasn't the party prince? Let me see. Wills, what? Oh, that's somebody who I think is trying to go after Harry. Okay, down here it says, with wildly inaccurate headlines like Party Prince, I'm not even going to bother spending longer than a minute inside it. Okay, okay, so none of those are for that. But lastly, over here, Buckingham Palace pay you directly, or do you use a middleman? So someone is asking, is Buckingham Palace paying for this great PR? After reading this court circular, the Society Daily Mail, I'm going to read a newspaper. Oh man, they refer to the Daily Mail as the court circular. And down here it says, I like it when they talk about saving the planet and then rush off to board his private jet. Laugh out loud. What he really means is, you guys save the planet and he will, I'm sorry, it says he love it. Okay. And down there, last two or three, well, most people act more maturely at 40 compared to how they acted at 20. Okay, that's pretty okay. His PR campaign is underway, so in addition to daily nausea from the Kardashian woman, we will be having more William Flim Flam. And the last global statesman, he didn't make much of an impact on his recent tour of the Caribbean, did he? Absolutely not. Okay, so then of course, inside Kate Middleton's strategic pursuit of Prince William, from changing schools to a 9-year proposal wait. That's why they called her Waity Katie. All right. And then moving on. But again, for me, and my, let me see, for me and for my wife, of course, there's a lot of stuff that hurts, especially when the majority of it is untrue. But all we need to is to focus on being real, focus on being the people that we are, and standing up for what we believe in. I will not be bullied into playing a game that killed my mom. Now, Harry said that to Tom Bradby. But Williams, of course, why Prince William is winning the PR game and Harry is playing catch up. Well, I can tell you why. I can tell you why. The reason why he's winning is because, wait for it, the calls are coming from inside the house. For access to the royal family, the press, or as Dan Wooten would say, the press has to play the game. Even the American press has to sing from the same hymn book if they want access to the Cambridges or any other members of the royal family. They simply have to sing from the same hymn book. Otherwise, you are not welcome. And there, trigger warning, trigger warning. This is Jason Knopf. He submitted the bullying complaints against Meghan Markle. He also passed her private letters to her dad to the tabloids. And as William and Kate's special advisor, he has now been promoted to CEO to William and Kate's charity. So I guess charity does start at home. Well, there you have it. That's pretty much it in a nutshell that I have to say about that situation. Now, moving on, there is William. I'm sorry, not William, but there is Harry. Harry is fulfilling his mother's legacy, as you can see. There's Diana, and I believe that is the same woman. Um, I just realized they didn't have a prosthetic that, but that's so petty. But I'm just thinking about that because it always reminds me of when the little girls of color can't find a doll that. But anyway, God bless that she does have a prosthetic at all because it probably would cost a fortune to find one that's available for you that actually fits. But I think it's just beautiful that if you fast forward to present day and you realize that this woman who is just another victim of the landmines has been able to meet not just the people's princess, but also the people's prince, the rightful heir to his mother's legacy, Prince Harry. So that is a beautiful moment. Two beautiful moments in one person's lifetime. Um, yeah, that is absolutely amazing. So I do believe that that is the same lady. And you just need only look at her face and you can tell. But that is amazing. I love Prince Harry. I think he is just absolutely phenomenal. Not just awesome, but phenomenal. Okay. Shock as food prices soar 15%. I'm sorry that's a little off to the side. Well, actually, it's all the way over to the side. But you know what, you guys? As I said, one of my pet peeves is the fact that there has been so many offensive things said about Joe Biden and so much demoralization of the psyche um, for the American because of this right wing propaganda newspaper, the Daily Fail. And let us not forget entities like Fox News and so on. But you would think that they would focus more on situations over there instead of trying to demoralize and disparage the United States. But 15%, there's soon going to be a rail strike. The battle home begins. Um, the British rail system. I bought a 1 month pass for the UK. I had a 2-month pass for Greater Europe. Which pass do you think was more expensive? The one for the UK was around 700 US dollars, and the one for Europe was about $1,000. Now, the one for Europe I could use for 2 months, and that included the Eurostar and high speed rail. So I think if you match pound for pound, dollar for dollar for the amount of traveling, I would say that that British Rail Pass was incredibly expensive. So they are really, really doing a job on the British consumer, but yet they can't keep their nose out of the U.S. politics. But Britain is expensive. It is very expensive, and the rails are horrifically expensive. I know this firsthand. You'll spend way more money in the United Kingdom going from point A to point B than it would cost you to do a shorter, I mean, actually a longer trip in Greater Europe. So um, not only should the transit workers be very angry, but the commuters are should be equally upset because it's expensive to go anywhere in the UK, and that is with a rail system that in some cases is subsidized. Just imagine if it wasn't subsidized. They are really socking it to the consumer, and like just like the Royals say, I'll always have fond memories, blah 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 blah, and I do, but um, I want Lord Nappyhead's paper and the rest of them to stay out of American politics and out of the so-called Obama. I'm sorry, not Obama, but Biden economy and all that stuff that they're trying to say and making fun of him falling off of his bike and such. Um, all I can say is good luck with Boris Johnson. That really pisses me off when they do that. And right now, the chaos is about to begin. And the so called People's Newspaper, all of those papers pretend to be for the common everyday person. But you need only look at the headline: Union Barons leave London barren, city becomes a ghost town. They're blaming the victims, the people who are not being paid enough for their work, the people who are fighting for a living wage. They are being made out to be the bad guys when actually it's the other way around. And this is just the start, you guys. This is just the starts. And I don't know if you guys know this, but right now there's a big transit strike. No, actually, there's a big march that went on in Belgium today because people are fed up with the economy. Yeah, people are fed up with the economy. But I tell you, I'll say this again: we pay less per gallon per liter for gasoline in the United States than most people in Europe, including the United Kingdom. We are paying less. I know it's horrible, my fellow Americans, but we're paying less, believe it or not. We pay much less than what they're paying over there. But yet the Daily Mail is trying to, demoralize us and make us feel bad. And I do feel for the people of the UK because there are some beautiful places there. And most people that live, I've been to more places in the United Kingdom than most working people over there have. I found that out. Anytime I ever tell people some of the places that I've been, I always wanted to go there. I've been more places. So, yeah, great country, but too bad for the people who can't afford to actually see it. All right, you guys, I am going to take some last comments. I do believe that the Duchess of Sussex is a success is already in progress. I think she's already in progress, and yeah. So in the meantime, please, if you have any last comments that you'd like to share, go ahead. But at some point, I am going to Ginger Avenger us out of here. Beverly McCaskill says, oh, that's for someone else. And Terry H says, I saw on the third hour on today's show where they were, let me see, they were talked about Willie League's birthday, but Dylan had to bring up Harry's name, of course. Why can't these people just leave them alone? Harry and Meghan are unbothered in Montecito, where there are no leaks. There are no leaks in Montecito. There are no leaks in Montecito. Yeah, I wish they would leave them alone. Just let them be. They're not bothering anybody. Oh, she's finished already. Seriously? I thought she was going on about this time. Huh, that's weird. Maybe I didn't see the time right, but I thought she was going on at this time. That's why I was trying to get the heck out of here. Okay. But thank you so much, Crystal J. Thank you for that update. Hi, Baron. The Duchess of Sussex said, allow your enemies. Oh, let me see. I got that. Oh, matter of fact, let me highlight that. Let me highlight it. Okay, and then I have it. Let's take it up here. There it is. Okay, there it is. Allow your enemies their space to hate, and they will destroy themselves in the process. Right? I truly believe that everything hidden will come to light. Speaking of things that are hidden that somehow has managed to crawl up to the surface, have you met Camilla? I haven't done that all day, so I think I deserved at least one, right? Right. All right. Okay, let me go back up here. Just finished. Oh, by the way, before, oh, there it is. Thank you so much, Sherry Ware. I got it. Thank you. Okay. Okay, that was for someone else. All right. Bye, y'all. Thank you, Baron, for incredible podcast and our gorgeous chat and moderators. Oh, well, thank you so much for being so patient while I went and retrieved my package from Amazon. Is there any greater rush in the world than receiving your package from Amazon? Especially when you forget you ordered something and there's a knock at the door, or there's an alert on your phone, and then you're like, "Oh my goodness, did someone deliver a package for me?" Okay, Sister says, "Hi, Baron, HRA Duchess of Success." Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Let me go back the other way. All right. Cookies and Cream says, Baldy Lock's PR stunt will definitely backfire. The cabbages will never have any success in anything they do until they make amends with the Sussexes, particularly Meghan. Thank you so much for that, Cookies and Cream, the cabbages. Ah, all right. Okay. And Reba Henderson says, don't, Baron. Ugly is not good for the digestion. Wholemeal is not good for the eye. Whoa, okay. Carolyn Tubbs has a request. And let's see. I don't have my harmonica so that I can find the right key, but I'll do my best. Okay. Oh, I love this. Okay. Trenchtown Man was singing his song. Okay. All right. Trenchtown Man was singing his song. Wait. Okay. There we go. Trenchtown Man.
Prince. Trenchtown wants $245 billion. That's what Trenchtown wants. $345 billion. Yes, thank you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what Trenchtown wants. Yes. What do you mean?
Yes, where was Trenchtown Man today in the Daily Fail's glowing articles? Didn't they want to have a conversation with Trenchtown Man? I tell you, I don't know who's going to do it, but somebody has to have a GoFundMe for Trenchtown Man. We have got to make sure that he appears on the Cambridge's doorsteps over there at the Adelaide Cottage. Right? Right. Okay. All right, you guys. I think we're good. Who would like the last word of the day? The last word of the day. Okay. Let me see. Trenchtown Man with his Trenchtown Rock. I know. There should be like a schoolhouse rock for the Trenchtown Man. They should make up a song about colonization, the Commonwealth, Empire, and have a verse in there or two about the Trenchtown Man. Okay. All right, Mo Shannon. That's a good last word of the day. Live, laugh, love. Absolutely. Thank you so much for those very wise words. Um, Catherine Bryant says, "Sism to the United States." Somebody should. And yeah, and you guys, once I get my schedule back, I will work on some stuff that I needed to work on, including something to either replace or to use as an alternate for the Ginger Avenger. But yeah, I need to work on that. So anyway, all in all, is everything is going well here, and I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much for the donations. Let me see. Sean for the super chat, and Gil S, Sandy, Chef Love, Elaine Parker, Audrey Teschner, Alita Portres, Teresa 101, and Juliet Katakanya. Thank you all for the super chats and or super stickers. And thank you all for watching Royal Sussex. This has been absolutely great. And thank you all for being so patient for me to run my errand and to take care of that very important business I had to do today. I appreciate it. And anyway, this has been a good day. Very good day. Okay. I'm looking at the last few things here. I think we're good. Oh, and thank you, Mod Squad, as always. I haven't been reading so many comments, but I have been going to double check on the people that have been blocked or their comments removed to make sure that they have been permanently dealt with. So, yeah. But so thank you, Mod Squad, for keeping this a safe space. So long, Connie Balmer. Sleep well. I think this is getting kind of late for you, right? And I hope the storm has passed. Dolores Williams' birthday. Happy birthday, Dolores Williams. Happy birthday. And many happy returns of the day. Wow. Happy birthday to you. Oh, that is so cool. I love birthdays. I love surprising people for their birthdays. Okay. All right. I need to make myself something to eat. Okay, you guys, enjoy, and I will see you all tomorrow. Most likely at my, preferred time, but if not, I'll let you guys know. Again, thank you for being here today. Q Ginger Adventure. Wait a minute. You know what I didn't do today? Guess what I forgot to do? That's what I forgot to do. I didn't do one single. So just to make up for it, one more. And now Ginger Avenger. Thank you so much for the super sticker, Dolores, and thank you for watching Royal Sussex. Happy Tuesday to you. Oh, it's probably after, no, it's not after midnight for you yet. But yes, thank you. Happy Tuesday, and thank you so much for the super sticker. Again, I hope to see you all at the preferred hour tomorrow, but if not, I shall let you know. By the way, you guys, Terrell of Terrellism was on today. He's finally posted. Of course, we all worry for him because he had a very traumatic time these past couple of years. Um, well, thinking within the past year. So, along with everybody going through the pandemic, he had some things going on. And anyway, every time that I see that he has been able to post is like another victory for him. And I was so glad to see that. So, if you guys follow Terrell, make sure you go over to his channel and support him because he is one of the original squaddies. Some people have even said that he has coined the phrase the Sussex Squad. So yeah, make sure you guys please go and support him. Do you all need the link? If you do, I can find it for you. I'll do that anyway. And go ahead and enjoy your day if you're quite done, but I will leave the link for Terrell. So in case you don't know of his channel, you can get acquainted with him because he's a very nice guy. And he's been in it for quite some time. So even when it wasn't known about, okay, paste, there it is. And I'll give that give you a chance to get that before I go. And also I'll try to pin it to the. You guys know I know how to pin now, right? Did I tell you that? Did I know how to pin? Oh, I know how to pin stuff now in case y'all didn't know it. That's something that I just learned. If I can figure out what it, okay. Nope, that's not it. I was about to put myself on a timeout. But anyway, that's it. I can't find a darn thing to pin it. Okay. Huh. Well, anyway, y'all see it. So I'm trying. The chat keeps moving. Let me try that again. And I'll do that. And then I gotta quickly pin it. Okay, Terrell. Pin message. There we go. There it is, successfully pinned to the top of the chat. So yes, please go and check out Terrell. He's a good guy, and he's had a very tough time, but he's back to stay. And whenever we have a chance to have a update from him, that's a good thing. So, but yeah, some of you all know the story. Some of you all probably don't. But yes, hello, chosen one. Oh yeah, Terrell has a certain tone of irony for some of the stuff that he says, and I get a very big kick out of him. But yeah, and he's very smart too. Okay. Let me see. Sherry Ware says, Baron, you're sure you haven't that pinning down? I think I do. I had to make sure that you said pinning. I wasn't sure what you said. Baron, are you sure you're having that pinning down? Okay, thank you. Let me see. Good morning. Hey, love, it's morning for you? Oh, that's cool. Good morning. Top of the morning to you. Well, hello, Island Girl. We're about to leave. We about to go, but welcome. Oh, you did. Great. Happy birthday, Dolores. Good health, long life, and happiness. Oh, happy birthday, Dolores. I didn't know. It's your birthday? Happy birthday. Many happy returns of the day. Oh, that is so cool. Happy birthday. All right. Oh, Sherry, let me tell you something. When it comes to grammar, I really do believe that one of my English teachers sent a hitman to my house. I can't prove it, but I believe one of my English teachers actually sent a hitman to my house. So trust me when I say this, when it comes to grammatical errors and misspelling stuff, I am a champion of that. So, um, yes, very good. Last one out. Turn off the lights. All right. Yeah, I was rushing to get out of here, but I thought the Duchess of Success was coming on at 3:30 my time, and then you guys told me that she was already gone. So, um, yeah, I was kind of rushing through things. And let me see. A few weeks ago, we had a news story on what is that? On English TV about the commemorative coin that would be released for William's 40th. The coin image shows him with hair on top. Well, I don't know if you know this, but we actually was able to see that. Now, just so you know, I have an image of the original coin. The one on the right side is the way that it should look, but on the left side, that is the one that they took some license. So, just so you know, I have captured the image of the original coin, and I'm going to make sure that that original coin is a matter of public record. And I encourage you to share it as well because they can't get away with this incredible ruse that they are trying to execute by making us believe that William has hair on the top. So I'm on to them, and I am going to make sure that the rest of the world knows the truth. Yeah. So thank you for that, Duty M. That gave me a chance to be shady. So, Baron, keep talking. I missed almost everything. At least tell me about Europe. Well, what can I say about Europe? The It was 1999. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. It was my first trip to Europe. And I have a friend that actually won a contest, and she invited me to travel with her. She told me, she said, "Listen, make sure you get your passport," and I did. I said, "Don't worry, I'll have my passport and my own spending money." And so I was a model traveler, and I haven't looked back since. But yes, Europe was incredible. As some of you guys may know, I love architecture. And so for that reason, I love to find great architecture, places that I've seen on television, spaces that I've always wanted to enter. And I will go to those places and take photographs of it. Like, for instance, St. Paul's Cathedral, where the Princess Diana, or should I say Lady Diana Spencer, was married to that rubber mouth, spineless jellyfish of a man. Um, him. And so I was able to actually go all the way up to the top, to the very lantern of St. Paul's, Westminster Abbey, all of those places that I saw on TV. And of course, Rick Steves is a huge inspiration. Rick Steves with his Travels in Europe show. So the people are one thing, and the culture and all that stuff, but the architecture is my first love. Hey, what's all this yellow stuff on my comments? Are those laugh emojis? Oh no, they're eye rolls. I must be talking about Europe. Sean says Harry is on the cover of next week's People magazine. They fired the British editor. Meghan and Diana is in their great story, Trailblazing Royals. I think it says, oh, cool. I didn't know that. You know what? I saw someone said something about the they got rid of the English editor of the People magazine, but I didn't know it had anything to do with the Sussexes. So, well, I'm excited. I'm going to have to try to get a copy of that one. Thank you so much for that, Sean. Although I am not sure, Sean, if the Queen is going to be amused, if you know what I mean. I'm not sure the Queen is going to be amused. I wonder what the Queen would think about that. Uh, yeah, I don't think she's going to be amused by that, for sure. But yes, thank you for that information. I had no idea. Mo Shannon, what's that? You want me to talk about Prague and Budapest? But how about Lisbon? How about Lisbon? Nadina Cardoza, I believe she said she's from Lisbon. And oh my God, is that such a beautiful city? You know what? I think for one of my chats coming up, I'm going to do nothing but travel and share some of those tens of thousands of photos that I managed to take while I was traveling. The tens of thousands. Oh man, I just noticed that. Thank you, Connie. The tens of thousands of photos, thank you, Marshar, that I have taken whilst traveling in Europe. But don't worry, I am going to share them with you. All, oh, I don't know, maybe 30,000 of them. I mean, it was years of travel. Surely there's plenty. But one of these days, I'm not sure when, but I will share some of those photos. But they are so beautiful. I don't know if you guys know this, but did I tell you guys I've actually been to the real Downton Abbey? I know at least 20 times, but it's true. I've actually been to the real Downton Abbey, Highclere Castle. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Oh man. No, you know what my favorite is? My favorite is when Connie Balmer says, "Oh, we're gonna be here all day." Uh-oh, we're gonna be here all day. And what was that talking about? Europe. Okay, you guys, but let me see. I'm gonna take this one from Cookies and Cream, and then we are going to get out of here. Hell isn't hot enough for that disgusting tea person. What he did to Harry and his family is a disgrace. The unroyal family, especially the enabler in chief, have blood on their hands. You know what? I agree with you with that one. I do agree. They have been quite brutal. Sounds good. Let me see. Sounds good. Baron's travel blog. Yes, yes. And you know what? It'll be solo travel for baby boomers. Yes. Solo travel for baby boomers. How to pack your backpack and hit the road. Yes, absolutely. Yes, that's what Trenchtown want. Yes. What do you mean? Okay, you guys. It's been one, but thank you so much. And I will see you guys again tomorrow at the usual time if possible. If not, I'll let you guys know. And I hope to see you then. And yes, yes, last word of the last word of the last word is service is universal. Hashtag Harry and Meghan. Thank you so much for that, Gene MK. And oh man, happy birthday soon to be King William. Well, that was a nice way to sneak that in there. Thank you for that. Thank you for being patient enough. It took you 1 hour and 57 minutes and 29 seconds, but you finally slipped that in there. Very good. Good on you for being so patient. All right. May he rot in you know where. Okay. Oh man, I know. I know. Prince, Prince, hey Prince. Hey Prince. Okay. Thank you, Lydia. All right. Thank you, Connie. Cookies and creams. Edith Peterson. Island Girl, Joy Samuels, Diane Hawkins, I'm sorry, and Joy Samuels, etc., etc. Okay, CP. Okay, all right. Love you guys. End of broadcast.